Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, as you can see, we have used ChatGPT in order to create powerful AutoLISP commands using AutoCAD and ChatGPT. By doing the right prompts, we are going to show three powerful commands that we have identified and we might find very useful in our videos. And of course, the possibilities are limitless because clearly everybody is using AutoCAD in a different way, so you can prompt the right questions to ChatGPT in order to provide you with the right answers. So let's go ahead and check these three commands. So first command we've identified is the Rotateview. ChatGPT has provided this command and I suppose it's rotating the view in our model space. So we're gonna go ahead and create this txt file. We're going to change the extension to LSP as we have shown in the previous video, and we're going to open this file and copy the code in there. And the next thing we want to do is to use the upload command. We have shown this in the previous video as well, how we can use these powerful commands. We load the file, close it. Now we're gonna go ahead and try it. We're gonna type Rotateview. The next input it is asking is to add the rotation angle in degrees. We type 62, it's giving us an error, but if we press enter, we see that the input is asking for an input, so we can add 62 again. And it is giving us to select some objects, but if we press enter, it is asking to remove objects, and if we press enter again, for some specific reason, it carries on and it executes the command. And as we have seen now, the view has been rotated. We can write a polyline and see that the axis now has changed in our view in comparison with the actual north and south point in the model space. So we can pick this polyline and compare it with our north point. So we're picking this polyline, moving it, comparing it with our north point, and trying to test with a dim angular command to see if it's actually 62 degrees, and that's exactly 62 degrees. So that command looks like it's working properly. Our view is again on 0 degrees. It's aligned with our north point, so that is working fine. So the next command we have identified from ChatGPT that would be quite useful is the Textalongcurve. That's how it was named from ChatGPT by itself. Copy the code, and it sounds like a command that is doing what its name describes, is providing, it automates the process of adding a text along a curve that might be drafted somewhere in your drawing. So we go ahead and we copy that code into the text file, save it again, do the same process, change it to LSP from txt, so it would be a legit AutoLISP file that AutoCAD is recognizing. And we go ahead and we type upload in a similar fashion like the previous Lisp commands. We try to load the file and we can see they successfully loaded. So it took me a while to understand how this command works, but I've done some tests, and what we're gonna demonstrate here, I've created an arc. We type Textalongcurve, which is the actual command the way it was named. We select the curve. It is asking us to enter the text string. We just press enter and any number for an offset, and then we can press align, and we specify the beginning and the end of the arc, and that is asking for the user to prompt any text that they want. So the cool part with it is that the command is automatically resizing the text in order to fit across the arc. Another command that I found quite useful, it was called Blockcount. So it is another command that is actually doing what exactly its name is describing. It can count the number of instances of a specific block in the drawing, as ChatGPT explained also. So we'll go ahead and create the same process of creating the LSP file in order to test that command and see how it works. Pasting the code in the txt file. Using the upload command. Alright, we have opened a drawing that contains some sort of, this is a 3D solid right now, but we are going to create a block out of it. So we type the block command, type sphere block as a name, and it is asking us to select objects. We selected that 3D solid, and now this is a block reference that is called sphere underscore block, and that's the name of it. So we are going to create some copies of it in order to see if we're going to execute the command, type the block name, and see if it can recognize the instances of that specific block. So now if we select them all, we can see that the block reference is actually 18, and same if we do select similar. However, if we type block count, enter the name sphere block, and we can see down here that the actual number of blocks are 18. They have been counted by the command, and that's quite useful. That's the end of the video. There might be more videos in the future showing more interesting commands and some commands that can be more complex that can suit our needs accordingly. If you like the video, please press like, subscribe, and of course comments, any ideas or any suggestions, any questions you might be having. Until the next time, see you later, bye bye.